Ladies and gentlemen, this convocation now directs itself to an inspiring occasion. This evening, we will bestow the American College of Radiology's highest honor. We will engrave 3 more names, adding even more luster to our most distinguished roster, the recipients of the Gold Medal of the American College of Radiology. All of our gold medalists have contributed in many ways to our specialty. Each is a notable luminary in one particular facet, largely contributing to their selection for recognition this evening, respectively to our patient safety, to the strength of our college, and to our science. And it is therefore a privilege and honor for me to present the Gold Medal of the American College of Radiology to Drs. Marilyn J. Goski, Dr. Barry B.D. Pressman, and Donald L. Resnick, all already fellows of the American College of Radiology. Will Dr. Donald L. Resnick please join me here at the podium? As the son of a radiologist, Dr. Resnick remembers his early training at home in the 1950s, sitting beside his father as he examined and discussed images at the view box. After medical school and musculoskeletal training at Cornell University, New York Hospital in New York City, Dr. Resnick spent more than 40 years in California. Best known for his classic text in musculoskeletal radiology, Diagnosis of Bone and Joint Disorders, now in its 4th edition, he has contributed 861 articles, 25 books and chapters, and 59 invited articles and chapters. An ACR Fellow since 1983, Dr. Resnick's service to the college includes work on the Committee on Self-Evaluation and Continuing Education, section of Bone 3 and 4, and as an educator, he is most proud of training nearly 200 clinical bone fellows from the United States and Canada, as well as 500 research fellows, many from Europe, Asia, and South America. Several of his trainees have enjoyed distinguished careers themselves as heads of their academic departments. As Professor Emeritus at the University of California, San Diego, Dr. Resnick is now winding down his academic career while simultaneously working with 5 other editors on an update to his well-known volume, Bone and Joint Imaging. Dr. Resnick has served as visiting professor 166 times and given 1,200 invited presentations. Why would you want to leave San Diego? It is likely that if you are a radiologist whose practice included musculoskeletal radiology in the past 35 years, you have learned much from Dr. Resnick, myself included, either through reading his work, seeing one of his presentations, or directly learning from the master himself. I am not included in the direct teaching group, and that is my loss. And so, it is my pleasure to award the American College of Radiology Gold Medal Award to Dr. Donald L. Resnick. Congratulations.
Thank you, Alan. This is a privilege, the greatest privilege of my professional career, and I am indebted to the college for giving this award to me. You've heard some of my life story. I owe to so many people the fact that I'm up here now at the podium, and without them and many occasions and things that happened in my life, I wouldn't be here. But I would like to mention but a few. My father, yes, he was a radiologist back in the 1940s and 1950s when radiology was more than just diagnosis. A radiologist did both diagnosis and radiation therapy. He worked hard, he worked long hours, okay, and yet somehow at the end of the day, tired, I'm sure, he would come home with a few good cases. We had a single view box in our house, and he would hang those cases on the view box and teach me. This was in high school. I was a slow learner, but I learned that through the years. And clearly then, I chose radiology. I chose a small college in upstate New York, Hamilton College. It required one particular course for 4 years. I thought it would be a waste. That course was public speaking. And as it turned out, it's been very useful for me. I chose well residency at Cornell in New York City. Mort Myers was the gastrointestinal radiologist there. He had a technique of imaging pathologic correlation, and I learned from him, and I used that technique, in fact, throughout my career. And as many of you can remember, when a senior resident in radiology, I decided to look for a job. I liked the West Coast. I chose San Diego, and truthfully, I went out to San Diego to interview for a private practice job. And I flew out, and of course you paid your own money. I flew out, and somewhere about halfway across, heading to San Diego, I learned that they had filled that particular job. So I was in San Diego, this is the truth, with no place to go, and I had remembered there was a new medical school there, the University of California, San Diego. And so unannounced, I went, in fact, to that medical school. I found the radiology department. I found the chair's office. The chair, without appointment, decided he would see me. That chair was Elliot Lasser, who has received the gold medal of the American College. And he said to me, "We have but one opening in our department, and that opening is for a bone radiologist." I said, "I like chest radiology." This is true, but he said, "That's all we have." So I started in bone radiology, hoping that an opening would occur in chest radiology, which it never did. And so I've been in the University of California, San Diego for decades now. And through those many, many years, I've had countless residents, terrific clinical fellows, and as you've heard, many, many international fellows. And they have taught me so much about myself, about our specialty, and they've taught me more than I have taught them. And some here, in fact, are in the audience. So I owe a lot to them. And my wife, Pauline, is here, and she's had to put up with me. Hasn't been easy, I know that. But she's had the patience to put up with all the time commitment, and I really, really appreciate it. So I've said what I wanted to say. This has been a tremendous moment in my life, the greatest honor, and I appreciate very much this being bestowed upon me. Thank you all very much.
I want to personally take this opportunity to express my thanks and appreciation to all of the partners, families, and guests here tonight for this special event. Your understanding and commitment to all of us during the years that we have served our organizations and profession and our patients makes you true partners in advancing our profession of radiology and the care we provide our patients. On behalf of us all, thank you for your support. You may have already sensed, for me, this has been a truly inspiring evening. We are all fortunate to live and work in a country that gives us freedom to develop, learn, and share the innovations that help us constantly improve the care we give our patients. In recognition and appreciation for all that we enjoy, I ask everyone to please stand and raise your voices by joining our guest vocalist, Shirley Demetrius, in singing God Bless America. Just a little parenthetic, Shirley Demetrius is one of our peer scholars. Now, I don't have time to go into it, but it's an effort on the part of the college to attract good young people to radiology. So after singing, please remain standing for the benediction. Shirley? There you are. Talented, talented. Before closing this convocation, let us return our thoughts again to the source of our inspiration and our service, our Maker. Reverend Starlene Joyner Burns will now lead us in the benediction.
Let us pray. God, as we conclude this ceremony, we know in our hearts and our minds that the men and women honored here tonight will do all in their power to advance radiology to the next level. We stand strong that they will respect all life as if it was their own and treat all people with kindness and compassion. As we leave this space, let us leave knowing that all life matters. May the lives be enriched as we learn from each other and as we serve each other. And may we continue to feel blessed as technology advances, making our years on earth longer and richer. Amen.
I ask the guests to sit and remain seated until the recessional is completed. I invite everyone to join me immediately following this convocation to attend the special reception honoring our new fellows, honorary fellows, and gold medalists. This convocation is adjourned. Thank you very much.